right from the get-go, then like okay, and they kill me, I'm done. I'm toast. I'm the only one, you know. But like if I knock two guys, you know, and the third guy somehow dips away, and then there's 20 seconds left on the timer for the guys that I had just killed, then after 20 seconds they can come spawn in and try to, you know, do it over again and get me. So it's gonna have to be like, I'm gonna have to be like boom, 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 almost as if I'm like casting away, like right away, boom, boom, boom. But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say without further ado, I'm not gonna do an intro because I kind of like tied it from last game into this game. Like I kept kind of like talking and talking. So like if I do happen to make something out of this game, then there's what I'm trying to say is there's not gonna be an intro, is all. But yeah, I don't really know where I'm gonna land. I usually like to. My buddy got me going to living quarters, and that's the only place I go. Like I don't like. I like to like analyze and like process like 5 or 6 steps ahead of like what is actually taking place. Like no matter if it's in the game or like with whatever, that's just how my brain works. So like it's not good or bad, or not like just how like my brain works. So like if I see the zone, if it's splitting the map in half, I'm gonna like and I see the plane counter and see if like, you know, 20 guys jump off right at the beginning, then it kind of gives me a gauge on like where my controller is bugging out really hard. Just like pull me down, but it gives me a gauge on where the guys are and where I should land and how I can actually like start the process of getting money, getting a looting system going on, getting a loadout, getting myself situated, getting a UAV so then I can have a constant radar. I have stop and power rounds, so why don't I use this to my advantage here, huh? I'd be a fool. I'd be a joker if I wouldn't be one to use my my own stop and power rounds, huh? That's the thing. You got to be really meticulous on how you want to loot, because it's not only I don't have buddies. I don't have buddies to help me out here, so it's like I think I'm good right now because like it's the beginning of the game. I found cash really fast. And here's the thing too, like it's really different, dude. Like if you have a full squad but you guys aren't communicating, then it can take you, you know, 3 times as long as it is right now. Like it can take them 3 times as long to get a loadout than it just took me. Is what I'm trying to comprehend and say here, because you could have one guy that has $400 and he could have like the last of the money, and then you could be like, yo, get over here, and he could be doing a completely different thing, like as if he was pushing a different squad. And just depends. Like you just have to have really good communication is all. That's the big like the swing. That's the swing of things, dude. Like from an average squad, in my opinion, to like a really good squad is just strictly communication, not even gun skill, dude. Because you can have like a C player, and like if he's just running on your hip and he's shredding things out like meticulously, like back to back, then you're literally like you're golden, because if you have a self res, then boom, he just saved your self res right there. Like there's so many small things that people really don't realize that makes the game of Warzone completely and utterly like more fluid and pure. It's not even about like okay, how can I get the most kills, you know, like you can play the rebirth through your advantage, dude. If you like, for example, I'm only a squad, but if I'm playing with my buddies, dude, I'm telling them like, yo, just hold the high ground and just wait for them to respawn. And like, if you're holding high ground, dude, like, I keep trying to like rank it like tier wise because it's really easy. You can have like, if you have high position, like positioning on someone, like a C plus or like a C play like tier player can like outgun an A player. Like that's my analogy of breaking it down, because I mean, granted, like you can have someone that's bad, like, and that has like horrible shots that are aiming left and right, like and you can, you know, you can dump on them, like you can do the little turn and burn, but like to an extent, positioning is really really key. Sorry, like I'm trying to also figure out like I mean I haven't even really seen anyone, but it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I have to play this kind of really I wouldn't even say casually, but like everything's just got to be one fluid motion, like everything all together. Like I have to take all my engagements with caution, and this is an engagement I am forced to take because they are just right in front of my face.
Of course, bitch.
And that, like, see, like that, like there's no chance am I backing down and running away. There's zero chance, and I just shot on the map, so that more than likely people just heard me, and they're probably going to push me. Because why not capitalize if I'm out of zone? Exactly. Why not capitalize if I'm out of zone and shoot someone that's... If they're in zone and I'm out of zone, why not capitalize and shoot me is what I'm trying to say, because it's an easy kill. It's an easy kill for them. I'll give myself a little bit of a radar so I can see where guys are, and I bought a precision. So like in case I get shot, boom, I have a back pocket item. I called in. It gives me it's a ticket for my way out. It grants me the access to 5 to 10 seconds to give me a little bit of a little serpent, as you'd call it, a little bit of a worm, as I can maneuver my way around the alleyways and passages on the map. And there's one guy. I think these guys are below me. And this is where I have to be really careful, because not only is there 5 different shots, or 5 different angles that I can get shot at, there's a lot of high positioning that I don't have. Like, boom, tower right there, and boom, tower right there. But I don't think there's anyone behind me, because I just called the UAV and came that way. If there was, I probably would have gotten shot. But there was a guy in the stairs, and if I were to take it, he's probably by himself, or he might have another teammate, because if they had more teammates, why not push me right away, you know? So he was probably I don't know the rebirth counter because I'm playing by myself, but he's probably waiting for his buddies to spawn back. There's a bunch of loot on the ground, so I would imagine so. Hopefully that's not on me. They probably heartbeated me if it is, because I don't have ghosts, so they probably saw my dot on the radar. And they're probably like, oh, here, let's just cluster him and make him run around as if it's an enigma. You're trying to get me to, like it's a pandemic. Like it's an out of control, it's chaos, it's utter chaos, it's madness. And I know there's a guy there because he just shut the door. See, if I were a player right there, and I knew there was someone on the roof, what I would do is I wouldn't shut the door, because now it gives the opposing team a signal, or a sign rather, that that you know that they're there. Because like he could have ran away. Like that squad, they could have ran away completely to a different spot of the map, and I would have had no idea. But since he just shut this door, you know, since he
okay.
Since that guy just got really, he honestly, like, I'm not a mean guy or anything, but he got destroyed. And that's the thing, like in that encounter, like the only reason I won that gunfight, I honestly, honest to God, is I kept holding R2. On God, that is the only reason I won that. Because one he shot me first, and I drop shotted, which drop shotting also, like, you know, it's a different scale. Like from his perspective, if he's shooting at me at the chest and I drop down, boom. Like I'm literally like I went to a different. He's got to go completely like his hands, all his hand-eye coordination's got to go boom straight to the floor. So that's like another thing too. You got to do the small things really help you out. They're beneficiaries. See, like this is what I mean. Like I've been up here like for how long now? 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, just like doing what? Like, okay, yeah, I killed 2 guys, but yet again, I'm basically just stagnant. I'm not even really moving. And there's a guy on the radar. I think he's below, but I'm not too sure. I think I'm staying correct, but I could be wrong. You know, you're never right 100% of the time. If you think that, then, well, you must be living in La La Land or the best world there is, because it's just not how the game of life works. But no, this is why I like playing by myself sometimes. It's because like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like talking to like new people, like meeting people, like, you know, just chit chatting with them, seeing how their day's going, blah blah blah. But like if I'm like, there's a certain time where like I really want to like actually like go hard. Like I'm a competitive guy. I'm not gonna say like no, it's just out the window. Like why am I playing Call of Duty Warzone? Like if I'm playing Call of Duty, like there's, you know, you already know that someone's competitive if they're playing Call of Duty. Like that's the gimme. But yeah, so there's like six other guys. I think I'm just gonna hold the roof, and I think these guys are probably on this in this little square sector on the spiral staircase here. The thing is, I mean, I could make like I have perfect zone, like. Zone's wrapping, so why not? Like I have zone for like a gimme for like 15-20 seconds until they peek this door, and unless they're running below. If they don't run up top, then they're below. But I mean, you know, that's kind of obvious, but you never know, because I was just watching that door for a little bit, because if someone has a gas mask, they can place that gas mask down, and it gives them about 10 to 15 seconds to, you know, work their way around in the storm and really assess the outcome and really just how they want to do analysis of the game, and, you know, what play they really want to make. I mean, you can make 300 different plays and they all can be right, you know. It just really depends. Like, and it's a full squad that I'm working with here. Working up against, so. I still think there's one guy behind me.
Wow, I let him kill me.
One shot.
No, dude. Fuck, man. I needed to win that shit. You don't understand how nervous I was there. Ah, fuck me, man. Fuck me. My heart was literally going to explode out of my chest right there. I'm definitely uploading that game. There's no way I'm not, because if I would have won that game, I literally would have shit a brick. And that's not an exaggeration, because if I would have won that, like, that's just really impressive. I don't care, like, if anyone else were to do that, I'd hit the like button like 1,000 times.
Oh, GG, y'all boys. So